Hello everyone, Rabbi Rosen here. I hope all is well with you, and I'm delighted to have a few moments to spend with you with a thought for this Shabbat. There is an old folktale that is told about a townsperson in a small village who often spread malicious gossip. When the local rabbi became aware of that situation, he confronted that townsperson and said, "I want you to take a feather pillow, scatter all of the feathers to the wind, and then once that is accomplished, go forth, gather all of the feathers, and put them back into the pillow." The townsperson discovers that he can't do it, whereupon the rabbi says, "This is exactly what you do with your tale-bearing, with your telling stories about terrible things that people do. Just as you cannot put the feathers back into the pillow, it is impossible to take back words once they are spoken. Be careful with your speech." Though it may not seem that this is the theme of this week's Torah portion of Tazria-Metzora, which is given to so many details about how the priests were to cope with this plague of not leprosy but skin disease known as tzara'at, but nonetheless the rabbis make a very quick interpretive leap. Metzora, the name for the disease, sounds very close to Motzi Shem Ra, one who brings out an evil report, who brings forth an evil reputation about somebody through the spreading of words that are hurtful, even if they happen to be true. And so we have a tradition that developed countless laws and understandings of the power of our language to heal or to hurt. Indeed, in contemporary times, Rabbi Joseph Telushkin challenged us, go on a 24-hour fast. Don't speak about anybody for 24 hours, to which most people respond, good luck. It's very difficult to do that in our culture, but especially today, when we are so aware of the problems that evolve from the words that we share online in social media with artificial intelligence. All of these sources are very clearly challenges that are placed before us to speak words that are clear, are helpful, that do not demean, that do not dehumanize. Ours is a tradition that cherishes words. They are the focus of the Divine One. The world comes into being. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam, God speaks, and there is light, and there is earth, and there are human beings. And the words that we are to speak to each other ought to reflect that divine measure in all of our human attainments, in all that we do. Imagine a world in which words were only used to bolster, to heal, to help. It's a very tall order, but tradition would have us do our very best. So this week, with the portion of Tazria-Metzora, let us redouble our efforts to watch our language, to see what we can do to make sure that we share messages of uplift and support and joy. And I hope you will be joining us for a very wonderful weekend. Nava Tehillah, a wonderful singing troupe that is going to enliven our prayer and our souls, will be here. Please join us, and we look forward to seeing you. Shabbat Shalom.